G&B, baby, yeah! When I was growing up, people often said I looked like Ed Sheeran. Yeah, so I grew up as a fiery, red-haired temptress. And yeah, people sometimes came up to me and they were like, mate, has anyone ever told you look like Ed Sheeran? I don't really see it when I look in the mirror. I see more of sort of like a dishevelled Prince Harry, you know, like post-breakup, when Meghan's just heard his life story just one too many times. And he's drowning his sorrows in some fine red wine and bread and butter pudding. Sometimes people think I look Irish due to my pasty white complexion, my luscious locks of auburn hair, and the fact that from some angles, you might mistake me as a leprechaun attending Slumming World. Maybe from where you are, Tony. But I'm not. No, I'm not Irish, nor am I Ed Sheeran. No, I'm actually an Ashkenazi Jew from North London. Woo! Slightly scared to be in this room following some of the content. With crippling IBS and inherited generational trauma. Come on, with some of the content, surely some people should be cheering for my inherited generational trauma. No, that's okay. Yes, and I don't know what questions you might have, but I know what you're thinking, and I know that we killed Jesus. Yes, I am circumcised. And yes, I do keep it in a jar on my bedside. And yeah, so I don't know how many people know about Jews, but has anyone, give me a cheer if you've ever been to a Jewish wedding? Yay, some allies in the room. So yeah, if you've been to a Jewish wedding before, you will know it is all about the food. Yeah, we're not really into the drink so much. I mean, you could have circus performers, you could have fire breathers. Nicki Minaj could be doing an a cappella performance of Anaconda, and you're still gonna find my Uncle Moishe and Auntie Miriam fighting over the last portion of brisket. See, I feel like food at a Jewish wedding is a little bit like the sexual pleasure you get from riding a horse. It's like, that's not the sole reason I'm doing the activity, but if I don't get it, I'm gonna be pissed. And yeah, behind every Jewish person stands a feeder Jewish grandma. So yeah, like when I was growing up, I often went to my grandma's house just of a day, just to visit her. And as soon as I walked in, it was like this verbal assault. It was like, darling, I've got to make you up a plate. I've got smoked salmon in the fridge, there's schmear, I've got bagels, I just passed by Daniel's, I got bagels. What can I make you? Now I know for our polite English folk in the audience, we're thinking, that's cute, like that's a nice grandma, she's offering food, it's really sweet. For our more discerning audience members, we might be able to see through this. This is actually not an offer, this is a threat. If you do not take up this threat, you are in for a hefty portion of Jewish guilt. So if I was to say, you know, oh, I'm so sorry, Nana, I actually ate a little bit before I came, so I'm not hungry. What? Not hungry? The disrespect. You come to my house not hungry? What would your mother think? What would your ancestors think? You think your ancestors died in the Holocaust for this? It's always got to do with the Holocaust. It always comes back to the Holocaust. And yeah, so yeah, and then one stereotype for Jewish grandmas is that they are feeders. Another is that they're judgmental bitches. So I was with my friend Sarah the other day. We were just hanging out. She was on the phone to her mum. Rude. And she was just talking about she just got a new job, it's all very nice. And her mum was asking questions like, oh, like, how's it going? What are your new employees like? Oh, employees? What are your new colleagues like? How's it all going? What are you doing? When I told my grandma about my new job, the first thing she said was, how much does it pay? Not doing wonders for our rep. Grandma, we've literally been trying to undo that work for hundreds of years. Then she goes, are there any other Jews in the office? It's literally my third or fourth day and I haven't managed to send out my census of my colleagues yet. So I'm not 100% sure. And people talk to you? So she's from a different generation, you know, it's all very scared and we've not always been the most popular people. But I told her, just to be kind, that everyone was a little bit hostile at first, but I tried to break the ice and I said that I was Ed Sheeran's third cousin, twice removed, Jewish cousin. And that seemed to break the ice. Thank you so much, G&B. I've been Leo Wax.